Today in the Retreat Academy, I wanted to talk to you about two different types of mindsets, a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Have you heard of these before, and do you know which one you are? It's well known that an entrepreneur's journey involves having a growth mindset. Today I'm going to take you through a quick little quiz to help you establish which one you are. The great news is it doesn't matter which one you are, fixed or growth, because anyone can cultivate a growth mindset, which is a key factor for entrepreneurship. I'm going to take a few minutes now to run you through the short quiz to help you identify yours. But first, let's explore what is a fixed mindset and what is a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset is when we believe skills, intelligence, and talents are natural. So we're born with what we have. Failure is shameful and should be avoided at all costs. We also believe that some people are just naturally good at things, and some of us aren't. We also think that we're not in control of our abilities. You're born with a fixed amount of ability, and that stays with you for life. We see effort as not necessary. That's because we believe that you're either good at something or you're not good at it. And you tend to, if you have a fixed mindset, you tend to sort of back down and avoid any challenges. The last thing you want to be seen is of failing. You also get discouraged when making mistakes, so you avoid them at all costs and shy away from challenges as a result. And you tend to get defensive, take things personally, and see feedback in a way that it's criticism. So you do what you can to put yourself in a position where you just don't muck up at all. And I think the slide here is a really great slide as it gives a good summary and comparison between a fixed and a growth mindset. It's just in summary, with that fixed mindset, you're more likely to avoid challenges, give up easily, you're threatened by others' success, so you believe they were born that way and you can't catch up, so you don't want to celebrate in it. You've got a really deep desire to look smart. You believe effort is fruitless, so you don't try too much or too hard. You ignore feedback and often resent the carrier of the news. And you have fixed abilities that you were born with. On the other side, people with a growth mindset believe they're going after challenges. It provides the ability to see failure as part of growth instead of it being evidence of not being smart. With a growth mindset, you're much more likely to persevere in the face of failures. You pick yourself up and try again. You put effort to build new skills. You know you can get better with that effort exchange. You find inspiration in others' success, so you champion when others do well because you just don't feel threatened by it. You embrace challenges and actively pick them because it's all part of your growth. You have this great appetite for learning and growth and development because you know that that up-levels you and makes you a more confident entrepreneur. The growth mindset offers permission to experiment with the understanding that intelligence and skill develops with time and experience. That's the key difference that pulls them apart. It's so important, therefore, when you consider as an entrepreneur, you need to always be experimenting, trying new things, risking things in a bid to be successful. There's no one clear, straight path to success. And as a result, people operating with a growth mindset give themselves permission to increase the efforts when they believe in something because they know with effort is reward and they'll just go after that and put in the time. It doesn't actually matter which side of the fence though that you might start on, whether it's fixed or whether it's growth, because you can change your profile. So neuroscience research shows our brain isn't fixed, but in fact it's malleable right throughout our life. We can train it, condition it, prime it, hence the term neuroplasticity. So let's have a look at which mindset you currently sit at. I'm going to take you through this short quiz of 10 questions, which will give you a much more of a clearing understanding of which profile you currently sit with. So let's do the short quiz together. Feel free to pause the video, write the questions and answers as we go along. So, question number 1. I believe you are born with a static level of intelligence and creativity that you can't change. So I want you to write down either yes or no for each of these statements. Number 2. I believe someone is naturally good at something or not, and it doesn't change much, so they're born with it. Yes or no? Number 3, I try to avoid making mistakes, so I often procrastinate and don't take on those big challenges as I just hate mucking up. Yes or no? Number 4, if I make a mistake, I try to hide it as I hate looking stupid in front of others, and being found out is like my worst nightmare. Number 5, I loathe to be challenged. I don't like it when someone challenges me. Number 6, when someone else has something great happen to them, I feel threatened. I don't revel in their success. I don't feel joy from that. Number 7, your intelligence and skills are something very basic about you that you can't change very much. Things come naturally, you're born with it, and you can't change no matter how much effort you put in. Number 8, you can learn new things, but you can't change how intelligent you are. You basically remain at the same intelligence and skill level that you were born with. It doesn't change. Number 9, you can't change parts of who you are with effort. No, it just remains static. Number 10, you are a certain type of person. Maybe you're funny, smart, musical, but people can't change these natural inborn traits that they have. So there you go. How did you go? If you agreed with the majority of statements, that's a fixed mindset. And as you probably guessed it, if you said no to most of them, then it's a growth mindset. And if you have a growth mindset, you're much likely to tackle bigger opportunities, see mistakes as part of the process, and embrace failure as you go along in your entrepreneurial journey. But remember, whichever you is, neuroplasticity tells us we can cultivate either. Entrepreneurship lends itself to a growth mindset because it allows us to meet adversity with triumph and just move on and not let anything stick. If you're wanting to learn how to overcome a fixed mindset and really focus on building a growth mindset, we have a masterclass, a free masterclass coming up where we're going through the 5 fundamental business strategies to creating sold out retreats. And within that, we'll also be talking about how to cultivate a growth mindset, because that underpins any business strategies that we have, is the way in which we look at things and how we approach things in our retreat journey. So keep your eye out for that. I hope you enjoyed today's session on fixed or growth mindset. Bye for now.